Hi, my name is Carmen Valenzuela, and I'm glad to be joining Carbon Literacy Project on the Carbon Literacy Action Day in the context of COP26. I am from Guatemala, and I will be delivering the first carbon literacy training in Latin America. After being trained myself, I recognize the value of being carbon literate and how it enables people to take action. I decided that I wanted to bring this knowledge into my own country and my context. I started to look for opportunities to contextualize this training, and I decided to start my own company, my startup that is called Hablemos de Futuros, to be able to train people. We know that this training is an important milestone into expanding what carbon literacy is and where it is being delivered. And that's why we wanted to join the Carbon Literacy Action Day to be part of this big movement of change makers across the globe.
A friend of mine brought carbon literacy to me one day, and I thought it was great. We needed something like this that gives people a basic understanding of carbon and sustainability and the things they can do to reduce their carbon footprint. We started to train a few people, and the more people we trained, the more I realized how much I'd taken for granted that everyone understood the magnitude of this challenge. I was so wrong. And so I've learned that carbon literacy training is a great way to not only get people to understand, but to arm them with the tools that they need, that we all need to act. Being a carbon literacy trainer gives me a sense of hope. You can spend so much time just focusing on the challenges and looking at all of the problems, and truly, it can be really daunting. I just found that being part of carbon literacy was a much healthier way of working for me. I get to have conversations with like-minded people and to focus on the solutions to these challenges.
The British Embassy Zagreb team first got to know the carbon literacy team through a project the embassy was funding, and we quickly realized we could do something more together and make the British Embassy Zagreb the first carbon literate embassy. So the whole journey started with a group of brave individuals last summer who took the training and obtained their certificates. We then worked with the carbon literacy team to adjust the educational materials to our needs, and we then organized the education for the whole of Embassy last October. The educational materials are excellent, and in the end, I felt really good about teaching others something that I have learned. Also, the day of education was really inspiring. We had some really good discussions, and I think everyone felt really happy at the end of the day.
If there was any organisation for whom, and I hate to say this, but for whom carbon literacy might not be necessary, wouldn't it be you?
It would be lovely to think that, Phil. However, I think whilst we have a lot of people who are very well informed on carbon and who even go as far as to inform the IPCC of the current situation in the poles, and our research is used for those ends. It is different when it comes to actually translating what needs to happen to our lifestyles and to the way we operate. It's also different when it comes to even being able to communicate about carbon on a level that everyone can understand. So whilst we have some incredible scientists within BAS who definitely understand the severity of the climate crisis, I would say there's still a lot to learn in terms of transmitting that information to others, from actually changing our own way of working and our own habits and lifestyles. So I think the carbon literacy course is actually quite valuable across the board.